Cunningham. To the ground as he goes after it again, still won't give it up. Hicks' kick is a long one, or a high one, I should say. Back there towards Rains, punched away again. A fumble by Collingwood, sure, that time. This allowed O'Donnell to pick it up to Conley. His kick is back there towards the wing position, punched away from Healy. Cloak goes after, he can't get clear. The umpire said, holding the ball against him. So the free kick to go to McLean. Doing pretty well for Melbourne, too. The kick is out wide, looking for Wilson. He's got the mark, got away from Brown that time. This fellow's doing a lot better. Pass to Templeton. He's got the mark. Got away from Phillips too.
First time today.
This will be his second kick. Cooper coming off the ground, and he'll be replaced by Barham. So he's only about 25 to 30 metres out, Templeton. This will be his second kick for the match, and he's yet to score a goal, and Melbourne badly needing one at the moment, trailing by 15 points. Here's the kick, and that's a good goal by Templeton. So it's 7 goals.
7:49 to 6:40.
Good. Thank you.
Well, Templeton appreciating the room up there at full forward.
Well, the difference between Melbourne now in the first half, we see Wilson starting to come into the game, and also Flower on the wing, Peter.
And they're certainly giving them much more opportunity down there, and as I said, Templeton appreciating that. And of course Smith has added a bit of height down there to centre half forward, because Pickens certainly had the advantage in that department well and truly over Robbie Flower. Coming up to the 19-minute mark now of the third term, it's only 9 points the difference.
Centre bounce, 9 points the difference. Knocked out by Cloak. It comes back there to Morwood. He couldn't pick it up. Found the ball is driven down there, but there's a free kick going to Dixon, I think it will be. Yes, he got one too high. And Dixon takes the free kick at centre half back. Actually, this fellow hasn't played a bad game today for Melbourne down there in defence either. Dixon's kick is up to centre half forward. Oh, and a good mark taken by Taylor. Taylor quickly off, Horst takes the ball miles off the ground for Collingwood. Out goes Morwood and takes a great mark out there on the centre wing position. Quickly plays on. The kick up there looking for Barham. Barham's got a chance to get clear. He's grabbed by the pants twice. Still down he goes. You've got to get a free kick now. There were 3 of them there, Pete.
Ricky Barham to take that free kick at right half forward. He has just come on. And Fellows has also come back on to take on Richards, who's been doing a pretty good job so far since he was moved to the key defence post. I like the style of Richards.
Oh, it's a family tray we've got, Pete.
Is it? So Ricky Barham, right half forward flank, 55 metres out from goal. Puts it deep into attack, and it wobbles through, I think you could say, 4-1 behind. All the players misjudged that one. So the scores, which we take a check of now, at the 20-minute mark of the third term, 7-8-50, 7-7-49 to 6-5-41. 8 points the difference. It says 7-8-50 on the scoreboard here anyway. Barham takes the mark. So it's 10 points the difference. Barham to full forward. Fellows in front, can't take the mark. Zantuck will see it over the boundary line. I don't think he really made a genuine attempt to pick that up, Shane Zantuck, and I don't think I could blame him. Boundary throw in, right forward pocket for the Magpies. Fellows had it. Giles, oh, what do you call that? Paddock football. O'Donnell. Oh, and McLean in front will get one for on the shoulder, and I should think so. Play on. He does. He's done quite a good job, McLean. Up the half forward. Byrne at the back judges it better. Healy gets the bounce. Goal coming up if he's accurate. The shot from 30 metres out looks good. Healy, 4 points. 2 goals to Healy. Melbourne coming back at the Magpies. The game livening up finally. And the scores now. It's 7-8-50 Collingwood to Melbourne 7-4-46.
Just over 21 and a half minutes. And the ball finally kicked down there out towards Byrne, but he got under the ball, and this allowed Healy to pick it up nice with a little kick along that time, and an easy goal. And a very handy one. The difference now only 4 points.
So Healy's second, and he's the first Melbourne player to kick 2 goals this afternoon. The others are singles, but it's a football game now with only a few points the difference. We're approaching the 22-minute mark now of the third term. 4 points in favour of the Magpies, 50-46. Ania couldn't get a clear kick at the ball, and we'll see a bounce again just wide of the circle. In fact, it's quite heavy there. He may even have to throw it up. Yes, he's indicating that. Beautifully palmed out by McLean. intercepting is Byrne. Giles should have marked that. In fact, the umpire has paid the mark to him. I don't know whether he held it cleanly. Anyway, he did have the front position from Peter Dacos. Giles is at centre-half back.
And Giles has been well on top of Dacos in this match here today. Dacos kicks are very low. At the back is Pickett flying. There he is at his best, Billy Pickett. He's played a great game. Short pass, that's how confident Pickett is. Gets it over to Hanbury. Another hand pass coming over now as we see Rains go for a short pass. It's too long for Ricky Barham. And the ball is tapped out there towards the forward pocket by Wright. Wright going after it now. It'll go over the line and out of bounds. And the ball is out of bounds on Collingwood's half-forward line, about 55 metres around from their goal. And they're in front by 6 points at the moment. 4 points. Fellows goes to grab this, but there's no one there to help him. It's knocked out by Shaw back to Morwood. Morwood hooks the ball back to that forward pocket. Rains there, taps the ball on. Picked up by Wilson. A hurried kick back there towards the wing position. Walsh flying, couldn't hold the mark. Now it's grabbed by Anir. He goes down, gets a hand pass, a fumble by Morwood that time. Flowers in the thick of things. Totally tapped out. They're all fumbling out there, and it's very, very sticky as we see Flower get it away. But there he is again, the man of the match, Billy Pickett, with a beautiful pass. And Richardson shrugs his opponent clear, goes for a pass. And a mark, oh, he's dropped the mark, Williams, but he won't give in. There's a chance now for Johnson to get it clear. A hand pass coming back there to Johnson again down there in the back pocket. His kicker's out wide, and there's a chance now for Jarrett to juggle the ball down there in the back pocket and take the mark. Ball out wide, punched on beautifully by Ellingworth over to Wilson, and Melbourne have got a chance to go really to attack now around that wing position. A pass looking for Templeton, a beautiful pass. And Templeton would be about 45 metres out from goal.
That was delightfully done by Ellingworth, wasn't it?
Yes, a nice knock on there to Wilson, who's played a lot better. He and Flower have made the difference. And, of course, this fella coming to light now doesn't go astray either. Should kick this one from about 40 metres out on a slight angle. There's the kick. Oh, he's hit the ground. But it's okay, but Kelly O'Donnell's taken the mark. I think he might have passed that one.
We'll get a 15-metre penalty.
15-metre penalty against Collingwood that time, and of course he's got a chance to score an easy goal and to put the Demons in front by 2 points. Well, there's been a change over this game. Collingwood in front by 22 points at half-time, but the Demons are fighting back since they made a couple of smart moves. There's the kick, and that's a goal. So it's Collingwood 7-8-50 to Melbourne 8-4-52, and we're just on the 25-minute mark of this third quarter.
Well, you mentioned the players there concerned, Lou, that had come to life. The main one, of course, in my opinion, if I may venture it, Robbie Flower from centre-half back, and, of course, Templeton.
And Wilson's been pretty handy this quarter, hasn't he?
Yes, he has indeed. So they're the moves that have brought Melbourne back into this game. In fact, there's a couple of points the difference in the Demons' favour now. They lead by 2.
And we're just on the 25.5-minute mark, and the Demons back in this game by a mile. Interchange player coming up, I think, is Anir, and going back on again is Miles. Finally picked up by Fellows, driven over the half-forward line. There's Giles coming in, juggles the ball. He's been well on top of Dacos, only got one on the back that time. And good plays. He gets the hand pass out there to Elshaw. And there we see Jarrett grab it back to Johnson again. Melbourne playing with a lot more confidence now as the ball goes back there. Oh, there's a great mark to Taylor. He hasn't put a foot wrong all day today, this fellow.
No, very solid. Not a spectacular player, but certainly one that you'd probably pick first when you were naming the side. Richardson gets the hand pass out, a fairly untidy one. Brown up the centre field. Mark taken by Walsh in front of Robbie Flower. He stood his ground. Now, he didn't go over the mark there, Flower, and I fail to see how he can be penalised 15. Walsh from half forward. More close, bullocks his way through. Sheer bulk. 25 metres out, and a chance to regain the lead for the Magpies.
I think Stephen Nick was concentrating too much on Cloak instead of worrying about the ball. Wondering where Cloak was, and of course, as you said, he bullocked his way through to take a good mark. He's no certainty to kick this, you know.
Well, you never were a rap for big guys, Lou, but I think he should be able to put it through from there. 25 metres out, directly in front, the Collingwood vice-captain. What's he done with that? He's missed it. Well, you're older than me.
Oh, I can pick him out.
7-9-51 to 8-4-52 is the score. A point the difference at VFL Park. Fellows takes mark number 1 for the afternoon. From right half forward flank, he started at full forward, was soundly beaten by Stephen Smith, left the field and has now come back. Cloak again has the chance and almost in the identical position, so he has a chance to make amends.
Who said opportunity never knocks twice, Pete?
Lightning strikes twice, doesn't it?
Well, I think he'll kick this one, mate.
And I notice Smith has been moved back down there. I wish I could pick when was at the track. It's easy. That's a goal. They're taking amends on that occasion. I bet you do too, Lou.
Well, I thought that, it's the law of averages with Cloak.
So the scores, 8-9-57. Collingwood hit the lead again by 5 points to the Demons, 8-4-52. On the boundary line, gets past Connolly, the short pass. Out in turn to Taylor. And the ball stops like a plug golf ball in the mud. In towards centre field. Picked up by Walsh. Richardson roves it well. In towards the forward pocket. Cloak, strong.
Strong mark, Pete.
Yes, it was. The bulk of Cloak getting him past Stephen Smith. Let's watch it again. Almost got a push in the back there too. 7 marks to David Cloak. And let's see how he goes kicking this one. Cloak 40 metres out, if that. No, it drops it very awkwardly onto the boot, almost bounces through. Miles! And a goal! Lucks a fortune.
Well, that was bad luck on the part of young Dixon's played a great game, hasn't put a foot wrong all day, and he had a chance to pick it up and slipped over, and of course, quick thinking on the part of Miles to get a goal.
So the scores on Seven's Big League. We'll give you in just a moment as we see the replay of that. As I said, lucks a fortune, all bad for Melbourne, all good for Collingwood. As a boot is being replaced, 11-12, 78 to 8-5-53.
And we're just over the 11-minute mark, and the Magpies looking a lot better now, 78, 25 points in front. Still plenty of time for the Demons to get up if they're good enough. Fellows gets the knockout, looking there for Richardson. He got one right across the face that time from Jarrett, but the umpire says play on. He's still stunned a bit out there now as the ball is picked up. Over there it goes to O'Donnell. Another hand pass coming back to Flower. Flower gets clear if he's a teammate or opponent. There goes for a pass. It'll be a beauty too, and a mark taken there by Bandlet. This fellow hasn't been on. I think he's been off since the early part of the first quarter.
Just come back on.
Just come back on again. The kick by Bandlet. The back is Templeton. Punched away by Phillips and through for a point. So it's 4 goals the difference now. Just on the 12-minute mark of this last quarter. Waiting on Phillips to bring the ball back into play. Goes for a short pass, it's okay. The umpire said the umpire hasn't finished waving the flags. So it'll be brought back again. Oh, he's gone for another kick. Luckily this time he's marked it. It's going back again. 15-metre penalty. So this gives Phillips a chance to land this just up about over nearly the centre of the ground. Punched on by Walsh. Over it goes to Williams. Grabs it beautifully now. It's a left foot kick down there up towards the half-forward line. A beautiful pass to Tony Shaw. A hand pass coming over here now to Kelly. Kelly juggles, but now he picks it up all right. A snap for goal, but he's off target, the little fellow. And it's through for 1 point. So it's 25 points the difference again. 11-13, 79 Collingwood. Collingwood, Melbourne 8 goals, 654 as Templeton comes off the ground. Good mark to Giles. And he takes that down there in the back pocket. 15-metre penalty. Kick by Giles is out there towards Fellows and McLean. At the back is Miles. Goes the big punch and the ball will beat them all. It's on the line. It's out of bounds now. Out of bounds on the centre wing position up towards Collingwood's half-forward line, about 75 metres around from their goal. Well, they both missed that, the two ruckmen. The umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Collingwood's Fellows. McLean not too happy about that one. Fellows doing a lot better since coming on the ground at the second time after being taken off. A short pass, that's a good one, and a mark taken there by Morwood. Morwood's kick is a pass, and that's a good pass out there, and a mark taken here by little Kelly again. Kelly would be about 40 metres out directly in front. I think the distance might be a little bit too far for him, but we'll wait and see. Ball hit to the ground again. There's a stack up here, and the umpire's going to ball it up about 5 metres out from the Collingwood goal. So the pressure back on the Melbourne defence, and Melbourne trailing by 25 points at the moment. 79 Collingwood to Melbourne 54. 14 minutes gone. Actually, Cloak got this one, goes for hand pass. Ball tapped on again by Smith. Over it goes now. And we see Melbourne get the ball clear out towards that half-forward line. But there's a mark to McLean in front of Fellows.
McLean is at right half-back flank. Goes for one over the top from Fellows. A very poor hand pass. Put O'Donnell under pressure, and he got one for his corner. It's out of bounds, but a free kick has been found by the umpire. It will go to Melbourne. O'Donnell takes it for the obvious. Wilson, one-handed, and then grabs it. Good mark. Short pass by the Brownlow medalist. Out to half-forward. That's better. Melbourne through O'Donnell. Oh, Hamilton almost grabbed the mark. Bammed it. 12 metres out from goal. Runs into about 3 and puts it through. Just the one Melbourne needed. 11-13, 79 to 9-6, 60. Collingwood still lead by 19 points. Melbourne very much a chance if they can keep going. Knocked away by Fellows. Plenty of black and whiters in there. The skipper on the bottom of that little pack.
You can bet on that.
And comes up with the ball, but it's a bounce. Knocked down by McLean, but he didn't get it very far. Flower. Hanbury in the road, and Marks in front of Healy. Hanbury from right centre wing. Morwood has the sit. Down to Tony Shaw. Runs into plenty of Melbourne players. The tackle too high. Going to Melbourne. And the 15-metre penalty. Tony Shaw taking plenty of time to give the ball back. And it will be taken by Zantuck. And he's got 30 metres now. And away he goes. No one standing on the mark. Poor defence by Collingwood. Knocked away by Taylor. He's played well. One of Collingwood's best players. Wilson. Out to Johnson. Snap at goal. Bammed it again. Oh, nearly collected it. Phillips is there. Comes into the open. A chance for Rick. Hanbury is right there with him. Picked up by Byrne. Well done. Over to Taylor. Good system by Collingwood. Over it comes to Rains now. Zantuck there again. Oh, spilt the easiest of marks. Tries to flick it. That could have even been a throw if it came off. And the ball up will take place on centre wing. More elementary mistakes being made. We see a very high-class game of football early. So a ball up to take place. Fellows and McLean jostling for position. McLean wins it, but hits it straight down there to Rains. And that's a good mark, brought in by Dixon. Short pass to Jarrett. Jarrett to Giles. Oh, runs into Williams. Oh, goodness me. Elshaw to Jarrett. The kick would be useful. O'Donnell onto Giles. He's gone for a kick, but it's slewed off the side of the boot. Out to right half forward. Wilson can't trap it. Johnson picking in the road, as he has been most of the day. Ellingworth. Oh, gee. Byrne off the ground. Could have almost been a free kick, but the umpire elects it to continue. Richards loses it out. McLean. It's very greasy. McLean, oh, stolen by Shaw. Beautifully done. Shaw's handball into the open for Byrne to pick up, which he does, and Collingwood go into attack.
And the Magpies back into attack down towards their forward pocket. Coming to meet it as Richardson overruns the ball. It comes back there to Dixon, doing a great job in defence. But that's not a very good hand pass, but it'll go on the boundary line. Grabbed by umpire said it's play on, but he's found a free kick. He's talking back there. It'll be a free kick to Melbourne. It'll go there to Jarrett against the skipper of Collingwood, Williams. Must have given him one to go on with as the ball was pushed away from play. Still 19 points the difference, approaching the 19-minute mark of this last quarter. It's very slippery out there at the moment. The kick by Jarrett is out towards the wing position. And it'll beat them on, then it'll be a throw on out there on that, up towards Collingwood's half-forward line, about 75 metres around from their goal. Collingwood 11-13, 79 to Melbourne 9-6, 60. It'll be Cloak against McLean. McLean taps it down to Flower. Gets a hurried kick back there. Coming in to meet it now is Rains and takes a good mark. Rains is out on the centre wing position, ready to send Collingwood back into attack. Drives the ball over there, looking for Morwood. Picks it up beautifully. A hand pass to Byrne at centre half forward. It's a long kick up there towards Fellows. Can he mark? He's got it. Fellows only about lost his boot.
Very difficult to kick without that, surely.
Well, Fellows would be about 15 to 20 metres out. Trainer picking up his boot. He's going to put it on now. Umpire calling time on.
He got stuck in the mud, the boot.
Well, difference 19 points. And here back on the ground, and coming off is Kelly. So we're over the 20-minute mark as we wait now for Fellows to... And Williams going up to him saying, hurry up for heaven's sake, and let's stop... well, let's get on with the game. Now, Fellows has had plenty of time to get the boot on. Let's hope the umpire pushing him around to the mark properly. Let's see if he's lost any concentration at all. Well, he hasn't kicked the goal. And it's through for a 1 point. So it's 20 points the difference now on the 20.5-minute mark of this last quarter. 11-14, 80 Collingwood to Melbourne, 9-6, 80. Ball back into play to Jarrett. A hand pass coming over to right down there, a little short of half back. Gets clear, goes for a pass again. It'll be okay, and a good mark there to Ellingworth. He gets away from Byrne pretty quickly. Shoots the ball across to centre half forward. The back there is Healy. That's a great mark taken by Healy at centre half forward.
Melbourne trailed by 20 points, and that smother was equally well done by Brown or Hanbury. Onto Rains. Rains picks it up nicely. Decides to centre the ball, which he does effectively, and the mark is taken by Ania, who's just come back onto the field. Shrugs the tackle, plays on. Looking for Fellows, who certainly lifted his game since he was thrashed by Smith when he was at full forward early in the game. So where's Fellows? Another chance. He's a little bit further out this time as we see the mark in replay. Good grab and fine use of the body to get in front. Fellows from right half forward. See Giles in the hands of the trainers too. And the mark taken in the last line of defence down there. It's O'Donnell. And Giles we're seeing in a great deal of difficulty. I don't know what happened to him, but he is in a good deal of bother. McLean in front of Cloak, who knocks it clear. McLean again tries to get it to a teammate. Barham takes the handball beautifully. This could be the sealer. Barham from 30 metres out as goal. 26 points the difference in favour of the Magpies. 12-14, 86. The 9-6, 60.